Welcome to episode 23.
23, holy
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, and it's a pretty special episode. We're broadcasting live every Tuesday from 7 p.m. from our base camp in somewhere BC, Canada. We just did last 2 weeks. Colin and I embarked on our first COVID-19 road trip to the Yukon Territories in what we call the A road trip there, Junior.
It was a fantastic road trip, Greg. I mean, that was one of the
Yeah,
best ever.
it was. And we're going to share it with you for a full hour. We just got back a day and a half ago. So we've been just slamming video and photos together as best we can to show you a little bit of a take of how wonderful a road trip is, honoring our safety protocols, of course, to the Yukon Territory. So tonight we have put together a couple of sort of fun little videos and a whole bunch of little photos, and we're going to share some beautiful scenery, our wildlife sightings, and yada yada yada. So we have Colin. We have
Go ahead, bro.
We have a ton of video and a ton of photos. So you need to follow us on our website and our social media because we're going to be releasing a whole bunch of really, really good content all over the place. Right, Col?
There are some sweet pics and videos in there. I suggest you don't miss it.
Yep, I totally agree.
Look at the Yukon Territory and how absolutely gorgeous it is right now.
And we're going to tease you tonight. We're going to tease you about the Yukon Territories. We're going to educate and we're going to share how wonderful and exciting of a place it is and how being somewheres where there's no one around you for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of kilometers has its benefits. Right, Colin?
You will want to go.
Yeah. Yeah. So first, what we got to do is some housekeeping. First, this show is recorded live. As of last week, we were recording live from the Yukon Territories with our friend, Mr. Leger, Edwin Shepherd. This week, we're back in the BC at our base camp. So tomorrow, you can see the show in live in full color on our social media channels, including Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Tumblr, YouTube, LinkedIn, and on some Reddit streams. We also publish it on the ehCanadaTravel website, which is the largest website, privately owned and operated by moi and moi 2.0 next door. Nice shirt, Col.
Hey,
look, we brought a little bit back with us.
Oh, yeah.
Right? My name is Greg Girard. I'm a co-host of the ehTravel Talk Show, co-founder of ehCanadaTravel.com with Junior next door. As I said, it's the largest privately operated tourism and travel booking and planning and interactive website out there. Please support us, advertise your business on our website, and we'll do our bit by sending travelers to your website. I'm a 23rd ranked travel blogger, top 1,000 global travel blogger by Global Rise as of January 2020. So I like to write, and please follow our blog because you're going to see a lot of interesting Yukon content and adventure content there. And I'm a small and rural Canadian community advocate. I love small towns. I like the people that live there, and I love the adventures they offer. And next door is my most wonderful Captain America, Captain Canada, driver of the Maple Leaf RV, Colin Girard.
Yes, my name is Colin Girard, and if you figured it out yet, I'm from Canada.
Yeah.
Happy to be here, and I am also the tech department and keeper of the code.
Yeah. Oh, that's a new title. That's a new title. Yeah. I like that, keeper of the code. Sounds very hobbitish.
Yes.
Right.
Just try and get past my my magic.
Yes. So one of the things we get asked quite a bit since there's why did we decide to do a road trip during the COVID era to the Yukon? Well, there's quite a few reasons why, and feel free there, Junior, to jump in. But we had a lot of time to talk back and forth while Junior was Captain Canadian heading the Maple Leaf RV, and we've got some pretty cool pictures of that RV coming up. This is our second road trip to the region. This is Yukon 2.0, extensive road trip, not just in and out, but extensive. So this time we knew a little bit about where to go, how, and what we want to do, right, Col?
Oh yeah, we put a lot of miles on to get to some pretty fantastic destinations.
Yes. And what we wanted to do with the rules that are out there traveling during COVID, we wanted to go where we could practice social distancing without even having to try. So no crowds, long distances with no people work for us. And that's perfect for the Yukon Territory road trip that we were just on.
Yeah, I can say there were spots where we didn't see crowds or a single soul for like a long time.
Yes. And we also, when we did go into the towns we did stop in Whitehorse, Watson Lake, and we did stop in Dawson City, and we're going to show you some of that on a little later with photos and videos. When we did stop, it was pretty much to put in some gas, check out the town, see some sights, and hit a Tim Hortons. And every time we visited any store, we wanted to show respect for Yukon people and for Canadians around us. We would wear our masks, and we got some pretty cool looking masks that we were wearing. And my thing, and I think Junior here, you got anything to say about this mask controversy? I mean, it's a little bit silly, I think.
Well, I think we got to say those pretty cool looking ehCanada masks were made by Ma herself.
Yep. And they are a product of Mom Girard. Kudos to Mom Girard. Yep.
Excellent. Keeping us safe, even from a distance.
Yep. And we chose the Yukon because also it's one of the few places when you do have a base camp in BC, Canada, that we can travel to by road, and we're not breaking any rules. And the environment for safe travels had a lot of big rewards. And we knew that because this is our second trip. Yes. One of the things that there's basically three things we really wanted to accomplish, maybe four. We were sort of hoping on the fourth. One is we're going to head to the Arctic Circle. We're going to do the Arctic Circle, and we're going to stay overnight in the Arctic Circle, and we are going to stay out on the tundra, and we did that. We're going to show you some of that. Tundra. The other one is we wanted to do a great road trip, not just a little guy. We wanted a huge one. So we chose one of our favorite highways for wildlife sighting is the Alaska Highway. Right, Col?
Amazing.
Yep.
The wildlife was outstanding, which you'll see soon. Because of the lack of traffic, it was, I mean, I don't have the numbers of what we saw.
Nope.
But it was phenomenal.
We saw probably over, I would say, easily Call looking at the numbers, about 50 wildlife.
Probably most common, fairly common species.
Yep.
Even a porcupine.
We saw almost every wildlife. We saw every wildlife we wanted to see. The other thing, too, we wanted to accomplish is my favorite highway, and I think it is Junior's, isn't it, Junior?
It's right up there, yeah.
Yeah, my favorite highway, the Dempster Highway, which goes, it's a 800-kilometer gravel road through the tundra all the way to the Arctic Ocean and Inuvik in the Northwest Territory. Unfortunately, this time, Northwest Territories has the border shut down, so we went to the Arctic Circle, which is just, I think it's about 100 clicks from the border. Arctic Circle was the big one, Alaska Highway, and the Dempster. Those were three, and the wish list included Northern Lights. We didn't get that one.
I mean, we had beautiful, sunny, blue sky days, but at night we had a bit of cloud cover come in, and just we didn't get the Northern Lights. But
that's right.
Next time.
That's right. So some of the cool things anyways was we wanted to hit, like, everyone who goes on a trip has a bucket list, right? Well, because this is Yukon 2.0, we had a bucket list. We wanted to go see the Yukon River again. We camped out on the third longest river in the world, 31,090 kilometers. So we did that. We camped out. We saw a family of beaver. We stood there, had our morning coffee, and we watched 5 beavers build their dam, which we got
How cool was that?
That was cool. That will be coming in a future video. Yeah. We posted up, and we wanted to do this, is posted up an ehCanada sign and the signpost for us in Watson Lake Yukon. This is such a cool little attraction, very underrated. More people should check it out because, again, Yukon 2.0, we knew it was there, and we wanted to put up our ehCanada, and we got that for you. Wildlife sightings, unbelievable. And we got some great pictures, and we missed some great wildlife because they scooted off and we couldn't get them in time, but we did see them. No light pollution, none. It was beautiful.
Yes.
There's no people politics. It was just freedom. And Maple Leaf RV. We wanted to put the rubber to the road and put the Maple Leaf Bomber into action, Colin.
That we did, and she performed flawlessly.
Yes, and you were Captain Canada behind the wheel most of the
I
way.
was captain that time, and you were first mate in that situation.
And most of the way you were driving.
Most of the way you did a little bit of driving there to help out, but yeah.
I did the parking lot.
You did. That was an awesome job.
Oh, and I got to back it up at the sandy dump. That's 2 times.
Well, you did a little bit on the Alaska Highway.
Did I?
Like you wanted to do, yeah.
Was I running away from you trying to take the RV, or was it all coordinated? 'Cause I don't remember that part.
It was from rest stop to rest stop.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The other reason we want to do the Yukon is because we felt if we planned properly, honored safety protocols, we could go beyond our 100-kilometer bubble around the community that we're currently working in. The big thing is we had itchy feet. We like researching the country. We like putting it on our website to help other people find all these beautiful places that we get to enjoy and report back to. We needed a reset. We wanted to gas up and re-energize before a very difficult fall and winter tourism season, Colin, that's coming ahead.
And we were due. I mean, when we first went across Canada, our 10-year coast to coast to coast, I mean, Yukon was one of the first places we visited.
Yep, it was.
So it's been a while, and it was good to, we need a refresher.
Yes, and it was fantastic.
It was. It's too bad we couldn't.
Yeah.
I was going to say, it's too bad we couldn't continue on to the Northwest Territories, but you got to go where you can go.
Yeah. And we wanted a T-shirt.
Yes, baby.
We drove over
Arctic Circle.
We drove 2,900 kilometers for this T-shirt. We should have that on there.
Well, that, including coming back, I mean, that's twice.
Yeah. And the beautiful thing, when we first came there, we were clean-shaven BC internet travel dudes. When we got over the Yukon border, we grew Yukon beards.
We became Yukon men.
We did. We had to fit in, Colin. Everyone has a beard. So
I'm not shaving.
Yeah. So we went all out and we bearded up.
We did.
Yes.
And it looked damn good, I gotta say.
I do. I told it. We did look pretty good, I think, right? It looked pretty good, right? So I think our total trip one way is around 2,400, 2,900 kilometers one way. Did you check the odometer?
Well, we kept doing a trip meter every once in a while, so I didn't mark it at the beginning, but I think you're under.
Well, that's one way though.
I still think you're under.
Okay, well, perfect. We did over 3,000 kilometers one way.
I think so.
3,000 plus sign. So we're we're covering all. It could be whatever.
Maple Leaf RV.
Yeah, Maple Leaf RV, and we have some pictures and video of that. So stay tuned. You're gonna love this stuff we got coming up. But we want to blab a bit. This is our show, so we can do what we want, really, right?
And show our excitement.
Yeah.
I mean, it was right up there. Probably the best road trip I have. I mean, as far as scenery and everything, wildlife, probably the best road trip ever.
It was.
I mean, it was
incredible.
It rivaled anything across Canada that I've done.
Yep, I totally agree. So hey, Colin, here's the next thing we're gonna do before we head into our video and photo collage and talk about our good times. What were some of the observations on this Yukon trip compared to Yukon 1.0? What sort of things did you see?
Well, I just briefly touched on up through northern BC. It was all oil and gas. I mean, there's tremendous stuff going on up there.
Yep.
Other than that, the Alaska Highway was phenomenal. The Dempster Highway was, I mean, hats off to the highway department because it was way better than it was 13 years ago or whenever we went. It
was better maintained. Yep.
Yep. So
was it because of time of season?
Could have been less rain. I mean, right after a big downpour, I think it gets muddy. So I mean, that probably the time. But the beauty, I mean, the tundra. I love the sound of that tundra.
Yeah, permafrost. Permafrost. There you go.
Yeah.
Right. So here, so I mean, I thought the highways did. One of the other things is I noticed this time is that many of the small outposts and service stops between Watson Lake and Dawson City, Yukon, were boarded up and closed down.
Yeah, especially because of COVID. A lot of the small towns were closed down. Good luck getting a little gas station in the middle of nowhere. I mean,
Not going to happen. Not going to
if you
happen
go,
like
plan to
before.
get gas at the destinations, big cities, because everything small is closed,
Yep.
which is really sad. Like
It was
we
sad.
we commented. I mean, there's whole towns that are basically shut down because they
No
can't keep
traffic.
going.
Nope. And I think that was probably a teary-eye moment, really, when we saw the devastation, because from when they first came, all those towns were corner stores we stopped at, gas stations we stopped at, resorts we stopped at, lodges we
Yeah,
stopped at. They're all gated up and closed.
yeah. And
Right.
remember through the pass there, first time through is lined with motorhomes all over the place. People enjoying Summit Lake and the beautiful views and
Yeah.
that whole area. And this time there was very few.
Yeah, there was wall-to-wall RVs at the pullouts all the time,
Yeah,
and this time, and there was basically no RVs, and we could have the choice of the selection. The other thing I thought was really different is that COVID-19 checkpoint between the Yukon and BC border.
yeah,
Yeah,
they were
right.
great.
They were awesome, very
Yeah,
welcoming.
yeah,
Like everything, you answer some questions, and I guess the RV gave us away because of the big leaf and the maple leaf decal. They loaded us up with travel
yeah.
information,
That was
and
awesome.
they were fantastic. Very good
Yeah,
people. Kudos to the COVID-19 checkpoint at the Yukon and BC border. The,
yeah,
the the thing you touched on too, Carl, there was just no traffic.
yeah. Oh, it was a great drive because of it. I mean,
Yep,
had the whole highway to ourselves most of the time,
yep. There was
except
very
for
little.
yeah, except for a lot of rigs and that sort of thing, but they weren't too bad. So
No, they're just doing their job,
you
just like we
betcha.
were, just like
You
we were.
betcha. You
Yeah,
betcha.
yeah. The other thing too, Carl, how about, I really like this. You know how we are
No.
big on this,
Yeah.
yeah, on this leave no footprint, no trace
Yes.
behind, right?
Yeah.
You know how we're big on that when we travel. We do not litter at
Leave no
all.
garbage behind.
Yeah, we do not. And in the Yukon, what they've done, and it is subliminal marketing, because out here in in most of Canada, you'll have a sign, I'll have a picnic table, say rest stop or whatever, pull out, or you have your official rest stops, which they do have in the Yukon, the official fancy ones. But the really cool thing in the Yukon is when all these good pullouts, and there are a lot of them, all these good pullouts,
Yes.
what they do is they put that garbage can, putting the hand in the garbage can sign on the side of the road telling you that there's a pullout ahead. And
Yeah.
that's their sort of sign reminding you all the time that there's these pullouts you can put your garbage in on there. And I really like that because compared to rest stops across the country, the Yukon rest stops are really quite clean.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, we've seen some where refrigerators and dishwashers and garbage bags are chucked over the edge. You didn't see that a lot in the Yukon.
No, I can say we definitely visited a good amount of those pullouts and left our garbage.
Yep. Yep. And we were very grateful.
Yes.
And it was nice because at those things, we got a lot of our good pictures when we could pull out at these pullouts,
Yeah.
looking over the valleys and the beautiful fall colors. And I'll tell you, these fall colors were phenomenal. We'll get into that in a little bit here.
The Yukon was very clean. I mean, hats off to the Yukononians are a proud territory.
Yep. Yep. How about that Wi-Fi? What? What's so funny?
I don't know.
What's so funny?
Huh.
Anyways,
Don't expect to get what? Don't expect to get broadband in the Yukon.
Yes, you got no hack on the Yukon because we know it's there's a lot of paperwork and politics involved with government and everything, and of course our telephone companies who are so fair and kind.
Yeah.
What they don't have is good internet. Period.
Yeah, they don't. Like you say, hats off. They don't have the infrastructure yet. I mean, a lot of the new highways are going in, and they got fiber going in with that.
Yeah.
But right now, you got hundreds of miles where there's no telephone poles. There's no infrastructure. So it's tough.
So we had to broadcast our show, and we had to do a whole bunch of other interesting stuff, and we're chasing down internet to meet our schedules while we're on the road. And I think if you're going to do anything, have your cell ready for internet. and have it
Yeah.
as a backup, because the cell was probably the best internet we got when we were out there, is running through the cell.
Get some extra data.
Have extra data, have your phone chargers, adapters, make sure your power lighters in your vehicles have their fuses.
That's just a low blow.
What do you mean?
That's just a
just because we
low
went a
blow.
distance without any rechargeable unit because the fuse
Fuses
blew.
can blow. I mean, it just happens to be, and it's pretty tough to find a fuse when you're, out in the middle of nowhere.
Yep. What about the rock chips? You got to expect those. We didn't get any, did we, Call?
No, well, we didn't get any cracks. We got 2 chips. I mean, one we got filled on the way in. The second one we got leaving the Dempster Arctic Circle.
Oh, yeah.
But it hasn't spread, so I can get that fixed pretty quick. And I think the whole trip was crackless. I mean, we came through with the windshield, which says a lot.
Yeah, it says a lot. It says a lot out there. What really happened?
Yeah.
What really happened.
Prepare to sacrifice your windshield if you decide to go on the trip. It's well worth it.
Yes. So those are just some of the things that we'd like to share with you. We plan that Yukon trips, and again, plan a trip anywhere in Canada, support local communities and so forth. But what we're going to move into now, Colin, because we got a whole bunch to talk about here and share with you wonderful followers that are going to see this tonight and see this later on down the road, is we're going to share with you some of our photo moments and some of the little video clips we managed to put together. Again, we just got back a day and a half ago, so it's been a long day and a half getting ready for a quality show.
Yeah.
Right? So, Call, we broke it up into segments. So we got photos and videos that we're going to cover: the Alaska Highway, Signpost Forest, Whitehorse, Dawson, Dempster Highway, Arctic Circle, wildlife sightings. And then we have a special, really cool, funny video at the end that you all have to stick around and see, because it is hilarious. Anyways, first we're going to start off with our little collage here of the Alaska Highway. So we'll stick it up and you guys can enjoy. Well, Colin and I give you a little dialogue. There you are, Col.
Nice picture.
Yep. So this is mile 0 of the Alaska Highway. And this is, we went from our base camp and we drove straight through to Dawson. Where is this, Col?
Look at those blue skies.
Yeah, blue skies. And it's telling us this is the direction to go for the Alaska Highway. And here we are at mile 0. RV's all polished.
It's in Dawson Creek, BC, in case anybody missed that little dig as well.
This is the excellent, if you take the old Alaska Highway, there's a curved bridge from 1942. And it's really, really cool. And
Trestle bridge.
Yes, it's a trestle bridge, huge trestle bridge over a huge canyon. And there is Junior and I leaning into the curve as we're taking the corner. I think that's pretty cool. Next one, awesome. There is the official mile 0. The RV with Captain Canada is taking off from Dawson Creek. And mile 0 signpost is right in the middle of Dawson Creek at one of the intersections there.
Nice start.
You can see we're a little excited here. Right?
Yeah.
We're just a tad excited here.
Yeah. These are the center of the stoplights in the center of town. So we get cars at most intersections, observing.
Yes. Yeah.
That's craziness.
It was funny. Honk, honk. All right. And then here's another one we're sharing now. What we're doing is we're starting to head up the highway.
Yes.
And we're getting a little peek of the Alaska Highway as we take it through. So we go through the Alaska Highway, Dawson Creek, goes to Fort Nelson, and then it goes across right beside the BC Yukon border all the way to Watson Lake. And these are just some of the pictures, some of the places we went to, some of the rivers we saw: Summit Lake, Muncho Lake Park, and some of the beautiful long, and all the colors of the rivers were phenomenal.
Yes.
Right?
They were, in the sun hit them, they were all green. I mean, just
they
like
were totally green.
Emerald color. It was gorgeous.
Yep. And then what happens, we get a little bit more, and look at us. Now this is us all tooped up. We're heading into the peak of the Alaska Highway in Muncho Lake Provincial Park. And this is us on Summit Lake on the way up, not on the way back. That's an important point, people.
Yeah. Yeah. We got video of that with blue skies too.
Yeah. You look real warm in that Summit Lake picture, Colin.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Huh. That's a good picture.
Yep. Okay, and here's us driving RV Vision.
This is Summit Lake here once again.
Yeah, this is the drive through to Summit Lake.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, eh? Internet's a little bit slow, so we'll wait till that picks up. But here we come, and here's somebody having a very personal moment. What are you thinking about there, Junior?
Probably how gorgeous it is, and how it'd be nice to be kayaking down the river, as we spoke about.
Yeah, we did. We talked a lot about kayaking. Yep.
Next step.
That's the next long road trip. Then we arrive at Watson Lake on the Yukon. Now, there's a lot of parts of this this little episode that we're going to go put it through. So that is the Yukon. Next, what we're going to show. Larger than life. That's the way she blows,
baby.
Right?
You betcha.
So that was the Alaska Highway. Now all the couple other segments, we got little clips and chewies, but here's a fun moment, Colin, we had. This is the Signpost Forest, and I got a little video here that we're going to share with you. Enjoy the Signpost Forest in Watson Lake, Yukon Territories.
Notice the wild man beards.
Yes, we have the Yukon beard. This is attempt number 1 at putting our sign up. This is fun.
This is just
what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do there, Tarzan? Hey, Tarzan, what are you doing?
Just a test. Just to see if it was like steps. I mean, not stable enough though.
I called you out there.
Yeah, it was way too dangerous. Not worth it.
Now
if you plan to go to the Signpost Forest and you're handy, grab a ladder.
Gotta bring the camera.
You get all the private spots.
Attempt 2.
Anyway. 2.
We're going to be putting up our sign, finding the perfect spot. This one or that one?
Which one's easier? I think the one there on the other side there. Right there.
That one?
Yeah, this is the unedited version, by the way.
Yeah. Very quick. So what we're deciding on which tree. So Junior now is now we got, this is Junior going crazy with it.
Here.
I could.
I don't know. I mean, it's a group effort.
I confused them. Right? You look very confused, Colin.
Yes.
Oh, who's the carpenter of the family?
So hey, if you go by the Signpost Forest, take a picture and send it to us. We'd love it.
Who knows? We might even send you some merch if you do that.
Yes.
Chat. This is an
make it
piece
crooked.
in making.
Brother's a little crooked there.
I'm helping you right now before you get all yappy.
There you go.
There.
I don't know. Still a little bit to the left, I think.
He's a professional signer, as you could tell.
Yeah.
This is
I can reach that high.
work.
The tallest of the 2 brothers.
Signpost
That's the only reason I got the job.
We're making a dent.
Official mounting.
Or initial mounting.
Yeah. We had one we put through the first time, the last time we were through, and we found out where it was, but it looks like the wind might have got to it and ripped her off.
Yeah, our old one's gone, so we don't know the wind. It could be, somebody that's trying to steal it. So you got to check out this Signpost Forest. How it started was a serviceman way back when they were building the Alaska Highway put up a sign saying how far he was working from where he lived in. And that started the whole thing. And here we are, just about.
We did it. Signpost Forest, Watson Lake.
Yeah. And by chance, if you are the person that took the last one, send us an anonymous picture.
Oh.
This one might not get stolen.
Yeah. Now look, we're admiring it.
Yes.
Thank you to Merit Printing, and especially to Suzanne Snyder for putting our sign together for us in a very quick time. She rocks. Merit Printing, and a little shout out to you for your fine service, and thank you. This sign comes all the way from Merit Printing to Watson Lake. Voila. I'll do my
That's no easy feat.
No. Look, I'm doing Vanna, Paul.
Nice. Go.
You do a great Vanna.
There
I
we
mean,
go.
I think Vanna did a
Oh,
great
yeah,
Greg
way
did,
to
really.
go.
Oh, that just hurt.
Okay.
No,
Nice.
what do you mean? It's gulpable.
Oh, here it is. This is the signpost forest. Look at the signs.
Big moment.
Wow.
And there's paths going through it all, right? And this is in a little town named Watson Lake. This is the attraction.
Da-da-da-da.
There we are now.
Woo!
And it's highly worthwhile checking it out. We saw
There's
signs
Junior.
from Port Alberni. We saw a
There
Merritt
it is,
sign.
the proud
Yeah.
We
sign, man.
saw, what else? Qualica Beach. Tons.
Yeah. It's a great place for
Signed it.
family. I
Here's
mean,
our cat.
This is
Here's
the
our
this
cat.
is rehearsed. The one we rehearsed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Canada, sign it. Oh yeah, sign it. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We just signed it. We signed it. Nice. Okay.
great place to bring the whole
Signpost
family. I mean, your
Forest,
kids
Yukon,
will be entertained for hours.
That was a fun day.
That was.
And we did that in the morning, didn't we?
Yes, that was pretty early. But we
Yeah,
had
I
our
mean, that
coffee and a little drive to get there, so it was good.
Yeah, it was early though, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay,
You
next we're
had your
gonna
hour
go.
already, so it was beyond your hour.
It was beyond my hour, but holy mackerel, was that fun! And we were looking all over for the thing. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
Okay, next we're gonna show you a little bit about our trip to Whitehorse, and we got some really good little funny things there to chat about. So let me just fire that puppy up and bring it on screen, and here we go. There's that bear you saw, Call.
Yeah, well, it looked like a bear going into the black thing, jumping into the water.
Yeah, so we're at the Yukon River and we're hanging out there, and Colin sees this back end of an animal jump into the Yukon River, and he thinks it's so big, he thinks it's a bear. So here we are scrambling to go get all our video and camera equipment so we could catch this bear. We did get it on video, but we found out soon later it wasn't a bear, and he was convinced it was. It's a beaver. It's a beaver.
It was a really, really big beaver.
It was a huge beaver.
It was
but it
huge,
wasn't,
biggest I've ever seen.
Wasn't a bear. No.
It wasn't a bear. No.
Now we can say we went mountain biking in Whitehorse, in the Yukon Territories in Whitehorse. We went and did some trails up at Chadburn Lake.
That was huge. Great time. Beautiful day.
Yeah, that was fun. And we went and checked out the Yukon along some of their mountain biking trails. And Whitehorse does have 3 designated mountain biking areas. So if you're a mountain biker, pat those bikes along.
Yeah, Chadburn Lake comes highly recommended. Great time for all ages too.
Whitehorse also has a really good trail system. All through the community. It goes all on the Yukon River, and it goes out into different various areas. It goes out to the fish hatchery, which this is the fish, the river run on the fish ladders. That's it.
We missed them.
We didn't get to see them, but we did see the roaring river roar. And I think this is it here. This is the fish ladder coming down the Yukon on there. So we did get to see some beautiful scenery while we were there. This is us posing. Look how good we look.
Look how beautiful it is. Look how cool you look. I mean,
man, I don't know. This is the Yukon at night.
Nice.
And it's starting to reflect. It basically was so calm. We could see the skies. I could turn this upside down and it would look like you wouldn't know the difference.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Yeah, it was pretty.
That's the thing about being on the road. I mean, the evening and the morning, if you can get good pictures, the waters are usually just crystal clear and the reflections are amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, there's you on the Yukon River posing
in my pajamas.
This is where we saw the beaver bear at the Yukon River. Same spot. That's our sunset. That's the sun setting over the Yukon River from our campground on the river. It was gorgeous. The night skies. We didn't get northern lights, but we did get a lot of color.
Yes.
Right. So that was
gorgeous.
Pretty cool. It was. There's the Maple Leaf RV strolling through the back streets. I think that's 2nd Avenue or 4th Avenue in Whitehorse, Yukon. It's those are the two main drives where people cruise. And so that's us going by an old car here. I think I put the picture of the old car up there. I might have. We'll see. Nope.
I believe that is 2nd. I'm going to go with that.
That's Swatka Lake. So that's the first lake before you hit Chadburn.
Still coming through. There we go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's Swatka Lake. And that's just before the Chadburn Lake mountain biking trails. It's also, there's trails that connect Swatcom. And again, we went into this parking lot and we were the only one there.
There's a campground there too, right?
No.
No. Okay.
No camping. No camping.
Oh, back to our bear.
Back to the bear, right? So,
Yeah.
you know, that was really interesting. That's sort of part of the game, right? That was sort of fun.
Well, having morning coffee and watching a beaver family build their dam. I mean, in the
Uh-huh.
video, there was, what, 6 of them at a time?
Oh, yeah.
Pulling logs on, eating
Yeah.
branches. And I mean,
it was pretty cool.
Phenomenal way to start the morning.
It was. Now what we're going to do is show you a little bit here about this really cool Dawson. Dawson City is what it's called, the land of the midnight sun. This is really interesting because when we went, we basically there was very few stores open. There's one or two or three gift shops. A lot of the buildings there were being worked on. So Dawson City is actually taking advantage of this slow time, and they're building up their downtown. They're painting their buildings. They're getting their pastels all going. It looked pretty cool. And I don't know if people know this, but in Dawson City, their sidewalks are boardwalks because this is gold rush country, right? Dating back to the late 1800s.
Dawson City is so cool.
It was cool. Yeah. And a couple of pictures. I'll just fly. There's cowboy parking only. That's pretty cool. Out in the Dawson.
Don't read the bottom.
Oh,
you got a black guy.
I saw that. Me. That's me walking the boardwalks. And you know, in Dawson City, because it's a northern town, right? It gets some pretty cool winters and stuff. And all the streets are all gravel and dirt.
Yeah.
And then the
And it's
boardwalk.
great, the boardwalks. I mean, it's really cool.
Boardwalks
Raised
like
up.
6 inches or something. What do you think, Cole?
It differed. I mean, some were up like feet, some were 6 inches on average, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can see how it's beautiful. It's if anyone wants downtown revitalization, take a look at Dawson City. I mean, their colors are downtown buildings. Yeah. And if it is in rough shape, it's getting redone, revitalized. Yeah. It was a beautiful, beautiful little downtown.
No one comes to Dawson City and doesn't walk downtown. Put it that way.
Yep. Yep. That's a very good way. And we've got a couple. We were really impressed with the cleanliness and the architecture of downtown.
I mean, look at that.
I know. And that's so cool, right? It's all keeping within the character of the Klondike Gold Rush.
Yeah.
And there's so many. I mean, look at this building. How cool.
That was our favorite.
That was our favorite. It looks so cool, right?
Kudos to the owners of the bunkhouse. I mean, awesome paint and color scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and the Maple Leaf RV arriving.
There it is.
In the Dawson City, Yukon, where we pulled in the Maple Leaf Bomber. It got us that far, and it did a great job getting us there. Then we started to walk along the river, and there's Junior.
Still coming up slow, but yeah,
Can you see it now?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to refresh, so everyone hold on one sec.
Hold on.
Nope, not going to do it. Okay. So those signs were there last time too, eh, Paul?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. That boardwalk goes all along, and guess what it basically highlights in this area anyways is the great old Keno paddle wheeler.
Yeah. I gotta say everything's been very well maintained. The signs are it's clean. Everything's well maintained.
Yeah. In case you people don't know, the whole Yukon prior to the gold rush was basically made by wagon trails, and by the lakes and rivers were connected by these paddle wheel boats. So that's how you used to get along, how you used to get the supplies up into these communities way back when.
Could you imagine?
Wheel
voyage up the Yukon. I mean,
it would be so cool, right?
Yeah.
Right. So that was basically a little gig on Dawson City. Now, one of the highlights, and I don't know, I mean, I wish I could show you guys a lot more photos, but we got 10 per there, and we've got hundreds of them. So again, tune into our social media and our websites, and go to their Yukon on the ehCanadaTravel.com if you want to do any planning, booking, or interaction. Yes. This here is a little collage about the big old Dempster. So in the Dempster, you're on the tundra. You got permafrost, and it's an 800 plus or so kilometer dirt rough road, and there's no one in sight. You've got one stop on the Dempster where you can Eagle Plains, and you can fill up for gas there. You're not going to get city prices at Eagle Plains, just so you know. This is one of the mornings or one of the evenings where Colin and I woke up and the clouds were dancing for us. And I thought that was a pretty cool picture. Right? On the
Sorry,
Dempster.
just wetting my throat there.
There you go. And this is one. This is a shot of the tundra. Now, everyone talks about the Cape Breton Trail and its fall colors. This is one of the most unknown, underrated fall season road trips. In the low season, when there's no people and it's less crowds, the fall season in the Yukon is absolutely stunning.
It rivaled Cape Breton, in my opinion.
Yep. And the nice thing is it comes maybe a month earlier. So we went up there and we got purple, yellow, reds, and greens, and all these wild, wild colors. And I think Colin Jr. took a picture of me here, sort of in awe on the Dempster. And I think this is probably the first field we saw on the Dempster where the yellow went forever.
Yeah. The trip was like traveling into the future. I mean, literally, we started in the end of summer and we got deep into the depths of fall.
Yep.
And our Maple Leaf time machine got us there.
Yep.
It's pretty amazing as you watch the pictures. You'll see it change and the colors develop, and amazing.
Yep. This is Tombstone Park. This is the big provincial park on the Dempster. Here you can camp if you want, and there's lots of backcountry trails. Very popular. Well, I would even go to say it's one of the top 2 parks in the territory.
Tombstone. Just the name is cool.
I think the name is pretty wicked, eh? Here's some of the photos we took along the Dempster, the valleys and the mountains and the colors and the tundra. It was just stunning.
Look at that. I mean,
yeah. So there is the transportation of choice for a lot of people in the Yukon. Float planes are big, bush planes are big. We saw so many little grass strip airports along the Dempster where planes could land. One was even on the Dempster.
I was gonna say, I've never driven on a highway that turned into an airstrip.
Yeah, and they tell you along the road that this doubles as an airstrip. Yeah,
yeah. Watch for planes.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. This is another one of some of the rivers that we ran across. There's so many rivers that you're going over and beside and everything. It's just stunning, and these pictures don't do anything. Right. No. And here's the ball. What do you call this, Colin? The repose thing you like to say?
The angle of repose.
Yes, that's how these mountains, they're limestone mountains.
Limestone and all the erosion is created. It's covered in little limestone rocks that have hit the angle of repose, in which case they don't slide anymore.
There you go.
There you go. Angle repose.
Wow. Isn't he good?
That's a cool word. Repose.
Yeah.
Repose.
Yeah.
Like tundra.
Yeah. And the whole Dempster is just like, it's just phenomenal photos. Tundra. Just beautiful, beautiful geography.
Oh, what were those?
These are nice.
Those mountains with the dinosaur spines on them look like. There we are.
Yeah. I can't remember what those are and what they're called. I don't remember.
At the tip of my tundra.
At the tip of my tundra. Oh, that's just pathetic, man. I mean, that's just brutal. Right. Okay. So next, what do we got next here? We've got that was what? Dempster. Oh, there is more to come. There's more to come here.
Runs.
Yes. And let me just see here. We have the Arctic Circle. We're going to share. This is one of the highlights of our trip.
Yes.
Was the Arctic Circle. So here you can see us. This is our cover, and it's just beautiful tundra behind us. We did not get any real rain, a couple sprinkles, but it was beautiful out there.
The pictures just don't do justice.
No, they don't, because you got to understand, around us, what you're seeing is 360 degrees. I mean, this is all around us, right?
And it's all yellows, reds, blacks, purples. I mean, it's just.
Yeah. So, and here we go. I've met we went and did a little bit of walk at the Arctic Circle, and we found these 3 little, not Inuksuks, but 3 little, I don't know if they're markers or rock piles.
Sort of Inuksuks.
I guess they were. I'm not
sure.
Anything
like that is a marker is considered an Inukshuk, you know?
Okay.
So the natives used to use to guide themselves.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. So this is the Maple Leaf RV at the Arctic Circle, and you can say that we brought half the Dempster with us.
She's a little dirty.
Yeah. Boy, she was a great, what a great ride.
Oh yeah. I mean, she's no problems yet at all. I mean, she's been
No,
phenomenal.
no, 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 no,
And
no.
that was right before I was going to run you over.
This one?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Probably. That's me getting pretty excited on the Dempster. I
Yes.
mean, there's no one around us. It's pretty safe to stand in the middle of the road on the Dempster. You got
Yeah.
lots of warning if people are coming.
Yeah.
So a Dempster selfie always works.
Yeah. We're like
Right.
200K from anywhere.
See
Oh,
that
there's a little more tundra.
that is really a gorgeous photo, but you got to again give it the 360 on it because that's right in the middle of a tundra.
We probably got to sharpen it up a bit.
Well, that was done while we were driving.
Oh, excellent. By the
Mr.
passenger.
Yeah, Mr. Critical.
Oh, yeah.
This is the one I got to sharpen up a bit. This Yukon, I am great, Colin Jr. at the Arctic Circle.
Defying gravity at the Arctic Circle.
Yeah. So we did get to the Arctic Circle and we spent our night there. And there
Oh,
I am.
yeah, Climber Joe.
I had to
Who's
get this.
Tarzan now.
I had to get this picture because this is what I did last time, and I
Yeah.
wanted a before and after. A little tougher getting up there though for on this round.
The effort was there.
Yeah, there's a great
Nice.
tundra shot. I love this photo.
Yeah.
Again, I went and wandered along the trails there. There's a lot there you can go without going on the tundra. You got the gravel there, and you can work around it, trying to stay off the tundra.
Mhm.
Of course, and this was a beautiful picture.
Oh, yes.
We met a German couple out on the Dempster in the Arctic, and they were sitting there having their morning coffee overlooking this huge valley.
How's that the way to go, you know?
Yeah.
I got to tell you, hats off to those Germans. They know how to adventure travel.
Yes, they do. They do.
You know, they do love the outdoors as much as we do. And
Yeah. And that this is really a nice segment on the video, but like you said, we've only had a day and a half, so I haven't been able to pull together all those videos.
Oh, yeah, check out the
yeah. So this is we got a 360 on this one, and this one's a stunning valley shot of everything that's out there. So it was wow. And there we are on the Dempster coming up, and that's the Maple Leaf Bomber. Yeah, that might have to go on a promo thing because that's a pretty good shot.
Look how yellow the trees are getting as we go into the future a little further. I mean, they were almost fluorescent at one time.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish we had like a full moon at night, and it would have been pretty spectacular as well.
Yeah, and the thing about the Dempster, it's so beautiful all the time.
Yeah.
And it's so relaxing. It was such a great drive. And it's I think the Arctic Circle from when you start the Dempster, which is just south of Dawson City. When you start it, it's 404 kilometers to the Arctic Circle.
Nice.
So plan for it if you're going to go there, and it's highly worth it.
And it's not that far.
No, it's
really
not. It goes by real quick.
Yeah.
Right. So we saw a whole whack of wildlife because we play what's called Wildlife Radar, which is a game we play when we're driving, and we count the wildlife. It makes us look out more. It makes us watch the scenery more. It makes us enjoy our surroundings more. And so we couldn't get them all on camera or video. You'll be surprised when you see the video. The ones we did get is pretty spectacular. We got caribou, moose, bears. We got it all. But this is just a short video collage to share with you fine people, to share with you some of the beautiful wildlife sightings that we managed to capture on film. So here you go. So this is the black bear. We saw this. Where was this one called? That was in the Fort Nelson part, wasn't it?
I believe so. Yeah. And he stood around. He's just a baby, and he stood around the highway for quite some time, feeding on the berries.
Yep. So we pulled out the telephoto and got some good pictures of him.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool.
Good video too.
Yeah, we got a ton of video on this guy. So we're gonna mash that up, make some really nice videos. These are just teasers. This is just to get you all excited. Oh,
Tatonka.
Tatonka. We saw free range roaming buffalo, and these guys aren't the brightest tools in the shed. They don't move if they basically run the highway, so keep your eyes out. But are they ever cool to watch these guys move around in their herds?
Huge.
Right? And we saw how many ostracized ones did we saw? Call 2 or 3?
I think we saw actually 4.
Okay. So the story we learned from the locals is once these the big boss bull bison or whatever they're called gets challenged and they lose, they're ostracized from the herd. So every once in a while, once you see the main herd, you can see these lonely buffaloes strolling the highway, and the story behind that is supposedly they lost the battle for the herd and they're ostracized.
Yeah. When you see the buffalo signs, they're not like deer signs. I mean, slow down.
Yes.
Because these guys, they'll be slowly walking, even napping out on the highway. And if you hit one, they're not the one moving.
No.
They are huge and will cause a lot of damage. So slow down to the buffalo sighting signs and take care.
Yeah, and they're beautiful.
You'll want to drive slow anyway because you want to see them.
That's right. You want to capture them all.
Oh,
so this is some of the caribou we found that we were following down the highway.
Our pilot caribou.
Yeah, they were
dangerous section.
They were leading us down the highway and showing us which way to go.
That was hilarious. About a quarter mile.
Yeah.
And yeah, they wouldn't get out of the way. We just had to follow them along, wait till they passed. And I figured it was a dangerous section they wanted to help us through.
Yeah,
you have to see the video because they were chatting with each other, trying to figure out which way to go. And they were, you know.
Here is one of them checking us out, looking back at us, saying,
how cute is that?
Yeah. Saying like, are you going to pass me or what?
I mean, that's the second time we've ever seen caribou. Well, mind you, it's way back, but I mean, look at that.
This is one of my favorites you took is the baby mountain sheep.
That came out nice.
Isn't that a great shot?
Baby ram.
It's a beautiful shot.
Wow.
And then we've got the family here.
Yes. Papa looking over.
Yeah.
Over.
Came and checked us out.
Yeah. And this is just a smidgen of the video and the photos we got. Oh, right on.
Yeah. So
I
guess
know you got that.
Yeah. I guess he was a little bored with our company. But this fox came up and started circling the RV and decided to, hang around and have a conversation. But he got pretty bored with us pretty quick.
What a beautiful creature.
Oh, wasn't he?
I mean, absolutely beautiful. And watch out, these guys, I mean, they've been sadly accustomed to coming to your car and trying to get food and that sort of thing. Please don't feed them.
Yes, please don't.
And they are just, but I mean, watch them coming up, take pictures and videos because they are just, he or she was gorgeous.
Yeah, he was.
The eyes were just amazing.
Yeah. And it's important to note that if we do not feed them, then we're not teaching them. These guys are smart, right? We don't give enough credit to how smart bears and foxes are, caribou are. If you feed them, they clue in. So
just the dog.
Yeah, just don't feed them. Okay. That's pretty cool. I thought that was
that is really cool. I didn't know you got that.
Yeah, I did.
But how gorgeous. So we figured out whether that's an Arctic fox yet in fall colors or
no, I haven't had even a chance to research anything.
Well, it makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It does make sense. But I thought that Arctic, if it wasn't, did you see one? But it was a different color. Didn't you see a red one or what did you see?
We were out down on the Alaska Highway, but then we were out of the Dempster. So I think that was even in northern BC. So
okay,
I'd hesitate to say Arctic then. It was a different color. Yes.
Yeah. So all of this is going to be on the ehCanadaTravel.com website, which will allow you to plan your Arctic and your Yukon trips.
Yes.
If you are a Yukon business, this is a new part to our website. Please start advertising. You can advertise. You can sign up and register your business for free. This is our giving back to the COVID-19 advertising special. So sign up right now. And in a very short period of time, we're going to have all this new content and Yukon will look like a brand new smoking hot website.
The Yukon rocks.
Right. So our surprise video, one that we're pretty happy to share, is on the way home at Summit Lake. Somebody was talking big. And about, because we haven't showered in a few days.
Well, yeah.
He had a shower a few days. So he was saying, I'm going to go jump in Summit Lake. And I said, I dared him. I said,
that's not really how it happened.
Okay. What's your version?
Story tends to be a little change there.
Okay. What's the story?
We were just past Muncho Lake and I was thinking of going in there and I thought, no, and I forgot after we passed. And I said, well, I can go in the next lake. Just happened the next lake was Summit Lake,
which is the highest lake elevation on the Alaska Highway, and it was cold.
Glacier fed, baby.
Yeah. So I haven't had a real lot of time to do much editing to it, but we did capture it on film and we sort of made it a fun little episode.
Wow.
So this will be, we're going to share it with you. Hang around and we'll be right back.
Are you gonna mention how I was, blackmailed into it basically?
I don't know what
I
you're
was
talking about.
dared into it. It's like you mentioned something, and as soon as you do that, it goes on video that, Colin said he was gonna go for a swim in the lake.
Yeah.
I was dared. I mean, what am I, like 12 or something?
I did. I dared him on video. So if he was going to back out, I had it on video.
I had no choice.
I had no choice.
It was
So
evil
we're going to
Big
keep.
Brother tactic.
It was a Big Brother tactic. It was totally
Evil
Big Brother manipulation.
Yes.
So what do you do when you're Canadian brothers? You try to roast each other. So here's a video. We're going to try and keep it a little bit quiet because there's some pretty good funny lines on this thing. And we'll let you enjoy it. Enjoy
the crazy Canadians.
This is the crazy Colin Girard going and taking a dip in a very cold North BC Alaska highway lake called Summit Lake in the Muncho Lake Provincial Park. Enjoy.
Emerald green.
So here we are at Summit Lake. Wind is going. It's a glacier lake. And Junior is going to do his feet. He is going to go in and jump in. So stay tuned for some entertainment. Here he comes, the star of the show. Brrr. Looks cold looking at it.
Huh. Good intro, bro.
Rocky theme play here. Rocky theme play
Summit
here.
Lake, eh?
Yeah.
Glacier fed. Very northern British
Notice
Columbia.
the Yukon Dawson City
Alaska
t-shirt.
Highway.
Alaska Highway.
And you haven't felt how cold it is, right?
No, we haven't touched it.
Nope. So he's going in.
Remember my glasses here?
Put him in your tube or something.
Okay, ready?
Hold on. We gotta get the entrance. Go Canada. Okie doke, it's all yours. Summit Lake and Colin Girard meet in person. Brr.
You could hear the wind, eh?
Yeah. Yeah! Run! Go get warm! Go get warm! There
Brought to you by
I love the plug.
ehCanadaTravel.com.
I was just laughing so hard.
Yeah. I bet you were.
See ya.
I was a little cold at the time.
See you, Colin. There he goes, the brave little brother.
Oh, that was good. Had to do it.
Oh, that was a great. I mean, that was so funny. That was so funny to laugh.
And refreshing.
Oh yeah, you performed well. I
Oh,
noticed
thanks.
I noticed you didn't stay in the lake very long.
No, I was clean.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is a special segment. You will be able to see this all over our social media. This is a quick little blurb into our Yukon a road trip. This is sponsored by the Travel Marketing Group, specialists in community and tourism marketing programs, ehCanadaTravel.com website and blog, Canada's largest privately operated booking, planning, and interactive. We are coming, and we are coming out loud. So make sure, take advantage of what we're providing. Book your trips, plan your trips, and sign up and interact if you want to tell us about your trips. And we're also small rural community marketing program, experience community. If you want your community to learn how to be self-manageable and self-market itself for a very low fee and not have to buy websites anymore, then give us a shout. We have a very, very successful program for small and rural community marketing. You got anything to add there, Junior?
You covered it pretty good there, bro.
Okay.
I mean, follow us, join us, share with us your own adventures as well. We'd love to see them.
Yep.
And there's much more to come.
And if you did any Facebook comments, for the internet is a funny thing, and sometimes we don't get them coming through on the show. We will come back and talk to you guys a bit later. We hope you enjoyed it. Next week, we have Carolyn Child's back call from Aussie land.
Nice. Good to hear an update from out there.
Yep. And Caroline is a futurist, tourism futurist, travel consultant, public speaker, very informative person. Please join in next week and learn a lot about what's going on in the tourism market. This is our reminder to you: book Canadian, plan Canadian, share Canadian, and we are 100% Canadian owned and operated. That's pretty much it for us tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Always, you can drop us a line on our website, or you can drop us a line on social media. Take care, Canada. You guys rock. Be well. Follow all travel safety protocols. Invest in our small communities. Shop local. Tourism Brothers out. Thank you very much.
Canadian.
Stay Canadian. Ciao, guys. We enjoyed Yukon. Thank you, Yukon, for your hospitality.
Yes.
Woo!
Yukon rocks.